Video number 3 is, we're going to finish this up. So we were talking about if the acceleration due to Earth's gravity is 32 feet per second squared and a projectile is shot up at 120 feet per second, how can we find the velocity at a certain time and when a particle hits the ground and so on. So as we went through part B, we said, well, it'll hit the ground when its position is 0. So to find position, I had to find the antiderivative of velocity, then plugging in the fact that it was shot from ground level. We know that at time 0 the position was 0, so we found C, and now we got to this point where, okay, when does it hit the ground? Well, when the position is 0. So to solve for this, I can pull out a common factor. I think 8t would go into those. I'm going to pull out a negative 8t actually, and that would give me 2t minus 15. And so I found out it's on the ground certainly at time 0, but then also at time 15 halves, or in 7.5 seconds. So it will take 7.5 seconds for this object to hit the ground. When the projectile hits the ground, find the net distance, displacement, and total distance that it has traveled. Okay? Well, remember, displacement is simply the integral of velocity, which was what, negative 32t plus 120? And the displacement would take place between 0 and 7.5 seconds. So that would give me the displacement. Now, if I want to find the total distance traveled, that would be the integral from 0 to 7.5, also of velocity, but the absolute value of velocity. We know sometimes the object's going to be going up, and then it's going to be coming down, so the velocity will change from positive to negative. We want the total distance traveled, okay? We can probably figure that out just from the displacement. So let's go, just again to speed things up, math number 9. We'll go from 0 to 7.5. And remember, you can plug the velocity function into your y equals menu too and just type a y1 in here, but I will put it in here. So negative 32x plus 120 with respect to x, and that gives me 0. Big shocker there. It goes up a certain amount, comes down a certain amount. It starts on the ground and finishes on the ground, right? So math number 9 now, let's take the absolute value of that velocity. So 7.5, get your absolute value of negative 32t plus 120. Nope, don't need the parentheses. I got the absolute value there instead. So dx. And that should be 450. So that kind of tells us that the particle must go 225 feet on the way up and then 225 feet on the way down. So the displacement is 0 feet and the total distance traveled is 450 feet. Okay, last example, not having to do with acceleration and velocity, but instead of potatoes. It says from 1970 to 1980, the rate of potato consumption in a particular country was C of T is 2.2 plus 1.1 to the T million bushels per year, with T being years since the beginning of 1970. How many bushels were consumed from the beginning of 1972 to the end of 1973? Well, again, it's important to read and understand what the given function means, and we can see here that C of T is the rate of potato consumption in millions of bushels per year, okay? So if I would have a graph of this, of C of T, we know that it would be measured in millions of bushels per year over time, which is in years. So if I want to find out how many bushels were consumed, finding the area under this C of T curve will tell us the total number of bushels. Years will cancel. So I want to integrate C of T with respect to T but from when? Well, if the beginning of 1970 is time 0, then the beginning of 1972 would be time 2. Now to the end of 73, the end of 73 would coincide pretty much with the beginning of 74, so that would be approximately 4 years. So I want to find out in this 2-year period, all of 72 and all of 73, from 2 to 4 years, how much was consumed. So let's go to the calculator and put in, let me look at that function one more time first, 2.2 plus 1.1 to the t. And I'm going to do what I was showing you before. I'm going to go to y equals. I'm going to put this in 2.2 plus 1.1 to the x power. Now quit this, so I want to go math 9. I want to integrate from 2 to 4. C of t was put in y1. So I'm going to put y1 and simply with respect to x. And that should give us our answer. So I get 7.066. Remember, you need to go to 3 decimal places unless it says otherwise, and it does not say otherwise. So 7.066. Now what are the units? Well, remember, C was measured in millions of bushels per year. So integrating this, I'll get the number of millions of bushels. So 7.066 million bushels of potatoes were consumed in that 2-year period. It's a lot of potatoes. So I'm finally all done, I think. Thank goodness. 2.5 videos, we'll call it. Okay, good luck with this and enjoy your calculus.